Enoch, a man renowned for his righteousness and deep communion with God, was chosen for an extraordinary journey, a journey that would take him far beyond the mortal realm, and into the very heart of the heavens. This journey was not just a physical ascent but a profound spiritual experience that revealed the mysteries of creation and the divine order of the universe. As Enoch was lifted up by the power of God, he passed through the various layers of heaven, each more wondrous than the last. The first heaven was a realm of clouds and mist, where the winds were born and the stars were held in their courses. Enoch marveled at the celestial bodies, seeing not just their physical forms but understanding their purposes, and the intricate patterns they followed. He was shown the treasuries of snow and hail, the chambers of dew, and the storehouses of rain. Each element had its appointed place, and each followed the command of the Almighty. In the second heaven, Enoch encountered the fallen angels who had been cast out of their original state. These beings, now bound in darkness, were filled with sorrow and regret for their rebellion against God. Enoch was allowed to speak with them, learning of their tragic fall and the consequences of their disobedience. The sight of these once glorious beings now reduced to despair filled Enoch with both pity and a deeper understanding of the importance of remaining true to God's will. Ascending further, Enoch reached the third heaven, where the Garden of Eden was hidden. Here, he saw the tree of life, whose fruit bestowed eternal life upon those who were worthy. The garden was filled with the souls of the righteous, awaiting the final resurrection. Enoch was shown the rivers that flowed from Eden, watering the earth, and he understood the divine plan for the renewal of creation. In this paradise, the righteousness of the faithful was rewarded, and Enoch felt the peace and joy that filled this place. In the fourth heaven, Enoch beheld the movements of the sun and the moon, learning how they kept time and marked the seasons. He was shown the phases of the moon and the way it waxed and waned, reflecting the light of the sun. Enoch understood the cycles of day and night, the changes of the seasons, and the significance of the heavenly lights as signs for the people of earth. As Enoch continued his ascent, he arrived at the fifth heaven, where he saw the legions of the archangels. These mighty beings, who served as the warriors of God, were preparing for the great battles that would come at the end of time. Enoch was shown the armor of the archangels, gleaming with divine light, and he heard their songs of praise and their prayers for humanity. He was filled with awe at their strength and devotion, understanding the role they played in the ongoing struggle between good and evil. In the sixth heaven, Enoch encountered the angelic scribes who recorded the deeds of every person on earth. These records were kept in vast libraries, where the angels wrote down the actions, words, and thoughts of every individual. Enoch was shown how these records would be used on the day of judgment when all souls would be weighed and measured according to their deeds. The sight of these meticulous records reminded Enoch of the importance of living a righteous life, knowing that nothing escaped the notice of God. Finally, Enoch was brought into the seventh heaven, the highest of all. Here, he stood in the presence of God himself, surrounded by a blinding light that no human eye could fully behold. The throne of God was surrounded by the four living creatures, the seraphim and cherubim, who sang endlessly of God's holiness. Enoch was overcome with awe and reverence, and he fell to his knees in worship. In this holiest of places, Enoch was given knowledge that no other human had ever received. He was shown the divine plan for the world, the coming judgment, and the ultimate redemption of humanity. Among the revelations given to Enoch was the story of the Watchers, a group of angels who had been assigned to watch over the earth and its inhabitants. These angels, however, became enamored with the beauty of human women and, led by their chief, Semuzar, they made a fateful decision. They descended to earth and took the daughters of men as their wives, defying the divine order. From these unions, children were born, giants known as the Nephilim, who possessed immense strength and stature. These Nephilim, however, were not merely giants in size. They were also giants in wickedness, and their presence on earth brought about great suffering. The Watchers, in their fall, also imparted forbidden knowledge to humanity. They taught the secrets of the heavens, the arts of war, the making of weapons, and the use of enchantments and spells. This knowledge, which had been reserved for the divine, corrupted humanity, leading to widespread violence, bloodshed, and the rise of idolatry. As the Nephilim grew in power, they began to dominate the earth, consuming its resources and oppressing the people. Their insatiable hunger and lust for power led to great suffering, and the earth became filled with bloodshed and despair. The cries of the oppressed reached the heavens, and God, in his justice, decreed a great judgment upon the Watchers and their offspring. The archangels Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel were sent to carry out this judgment. They descended to earth with the power of God and bound the Watchers in chains, casting them into the abyss, where they would remain until the final judgment. The Nephilim, too, were destroyed, their reign of terror brought to a swift and decisive end. Enoch, having witnessed these events, was commanded by God to record them for the generations to come. He wrote of the dangers of defying divine law, of the chaos that ensues when heavenly beings and mortals intermingle in forbidden ways. His writings serve as a warning, a testament to the catastrophic consequences that arise when the boundaries between the divine and the mortal are crossed. The Book of Enoch, though not included in the standard biblical canon, remains a powerful and enduring text. It speaks of the hidden mysteries of the heavens, the fall of the Watchers, and the judgment that awaits all who defy the will of God. Enoch's journey is not just a tale of wonder and revelation, it is a profound reminder of the responsibilities that come with knowledge and the importance of staying true to the path of righteousness.